Hey, what up, YouTube and Facebook? This is Chris Neves the Dream. I just want to say that a lot of people make fun of me because I'm not into the conventional type of things. Yes, I probably don't watch the NBA playoffs, I don't watch the World Series, I don't watch the Super Bowl, but I do watch wrestling. I watch MMA, I watch boxing. Not so much MMA and boxing anymore because they're not really names that stick out there, but I know I spend so many nights and so many days playing Fight Night, Knockout Kings, and Punch Out. I'm into video games, collecting action figures. He-Man and Thundercat had superheroes and stuff like that. That might not be considered manly stuff, but one of the greatest heartthrobs in the world, um, Freddie Prinze Jr., has the whole collection on tape of Scooby Doo. He has every freaking action figure known to man, especially wrestling. He has a video library, cassettes, and DVDs of wrestling. He spends times watching cartoons all day long, and he's married to one of the most gorgeous women in the world, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I might seem like the boring type because I'm into music videos, cartoons, and wrestling and video games. But you know what? To each his own. Everybody has a favorite color, a favorite food, a different way of walking, a different way of talking. A lot of people take me for granted because they think all I do is watch wrestling every day. But I always contemplate how to make my life better. After 1999, and I saw that my brothers and sisters were growing up. I got 4 brothers and sisters. I have one that I never met before, which I don't really, unfortunately, know. But when I'm talking about my brothers and sisters, I mean on my mom's side. There's a girl that comes after me. I'm 7 years older than her. And then there's a boy that comes after me. I'm 9 years older than him. Then there's another boy that I'm 12 years older than him, that we actually worked in a movie theater together. But with my relationship with my moms and my stepdad, my grandparents raised me literally from the day I was born. My mom left and she moved out with the guy. And it's not like um you know like I said, she basically started a whole new life with him. I'm not saying it to be bitter, I'm saying it to be truth. I wish we were one big family, but she really let me down, and I started seeing it as I got older. And the nasty thing she told me, and the little bit of neglect she gave me. So, but what I want to say is that I saw one day, I asked my grandfather, am I lucky? He said, unfortunately, you are in some ways, but you're not enough because you didn't get to walk like the other ones. You have this problem. And for me, I just didn't want to see, I wanted to be able to have a chance like everybody else at everything in life. I didn't want the fact that my disability would stop me from doing stuff. Like my grandfather used to say, oh, well, you know, too bad you had this problem. Otherwise, you could be able to do this, or what, you could be able to do that. And another thing, I don't believe anybody's better than me. You're only better than yourself. Nobody's better than anybody. But I refuse to let my disability make me better, make anybody get brownie points over me, including my brothers and sisters. That's why I involve myself in sports. I don't watch sports, but I play in sports. That's why I was a 5-time medal winner in the late 90s. And in the early 2000s, I played wheelchair sports. And I actually had my World Series in Shea Stadium in the parking lot. Met Joe McEwen, met Ed Kranepool, met some of the 86 Nets, met David Wright. So, I did the best I can, put myself in YouTube, got involved with MTV for a little bit. You know what I mean? Now I'm doing the wrestling thing. Did the radio interview wrestlers. I'm living the so-called dream, if you will. I've been to concerts, so, and also even the kiddie side of me gets to win a little bit too, because I got a lot of He-Man and Thundercats that I didn't have when I was a kid. I got a lot of wrestling memorabilia that if I was a kid I would have had a heart attack. I got a lot of DVDs. I got a lot of video games. And this is all as a grown-up. But I had a lot of shit when I was a kid too, but it's just sweeter that you could go out, save your money or save your Christmas money and go out and get it yourself. Not like when you was a kid and you asked somebody and they hope you forgot and never gave it to you. And people like to talk about me because I'm still in the chair and I did all these operations and nothing ever came out of that. But when they have my condition, then they could understand. And I don't like certain people in the disabled community trying to put other disabled people down. Like I talked to you about this guy in Clove Road that was bragging that he could use a car. But I'm a quadriplegic. Spasticity is different. My transfers is different. I need somebody to physically help me get in and out of places. It's just different. But does that make me any less than a man because I can't drive a car? I don't think so. Sometimes even the people that I like say things that are bonehead. Why don't you look at the positive things that I done and build on that to make me feel good? Don't get me wrong, I get down on myself. I think like sometimes maybe I ain't shit, but there's some part of me, whether it's stupidity and courage, that helps me keep going. And I tell you one thing, if people talk about me having 11 operations and I didn't get up and walk and I couldn't run around, this is for them. Because if anybody's came close to walking, it's me. Whether it's baclofen pumps, whether it's trying out new trials for brain stimulants, whether it's trying new technology, I've done it all. I thank God for my grandparents for putting me through doctors and hospitals and everything. I got an aunt that says my grandparents didn't do the right thing. They should have put me in treatment earlier. I was in treatment earlier. I was at 11 months. You can't detect when a kid has CP right away what exactly is wrong with them until they're 2 years old. So they did the right thing. I think if it wasn't for my grandparents, I'd probably be worse off than I am. I'm like a stone wall. I'm one big muscle, even though I have spasticity, and I could have been worse. At least all the therapy that I've done since I was a kid have maintained my body. And I'm strong as hell. I lift weights. I'm very active in the community. The only thing is I need more friends and I need to be sociable and I need to feel that I'm not alone. But I done everything. And if people gonna hate on me because I'm not what their mold is, then screw you. But this is Chris Neves, and now you know what the deal is.